In this section, I'm going to talk about different route filtering mechanisms, but what I am interested in is outbound route filtering, or ORF, capability that I am going to show you how it works and how you can use it to ask the neighboring router not to send me some prefixes. For example, I receive some prefixes from router 1 and router 4, and I receive prefix 1, prefix 2, prefix 3, and prefix 4. And what I am about to do is to filter prefix 1. I do not want prefix 1 and prefix 3 to be installed in my BGP table. So I need to go and create a route map or a prefix list, and using that route map and prefix list, I need to deny these so that only route 2 and 4 go into my BGP table. But this is all on my shoulder. I need to do this. I need to receive every route, and I need to filter some of the routes. What if I want router 1 to not send it to me at all? That way, I do not need to process all these routes. That's going to be easier for me to work with these routes that I receive, and not to filter some routes and not to process all of them. So let's go and see what happens when I want to do this. On router 4, I want to do this. So let's see what I have on router 4. If I show my BGP table, I can see that I am receiving some routes from router 1. Actually, I am not interested in this one, so I'm going to remove it from my routing table, or from my BGP table actually. So let's clear the screen first, and I go to configuration mode. I'm going to write a prefix list. The prefix list is named net50, and in sequence 5, I'm permitting 50, 50, 50, 50 / 32. This is the exact route. And I'm going to create a route map. The route map is called net50. In the first part, I'm denying, and what I am denying is this: IP address prefix list net50. And I am permitting everything else. So I permit everything else. I need to go to router BGP process. Router BGP process. And for neighbor 14111, I am assigning this route map. net50 inbound. Now a software configuration using clear IP BGP anything soft will work. Now if I check my BGP table, you can see that 50 is removed. Now let's go to router 1. Show IP BGP neighbor 14114 advertised routes. I am sending 50, 50, 50, 50, but router 4 is receiving that and filtering that, so it has to process it. Let's show you another way to filter this. I'm going to use a prefix list instead of a route map, and I'm going to apply that prefix list directly to the neighbor. So let's remove this command first. No neighbor 14111 route map. And I'm going to remove this route map as well. No route map net50, I don't want to have it. And no IP prefix list net50. Okay, I'm going to have IP prefix list net50. In sequence 5, I am denying 50, 50, 50, 50 / 32. In sequence 10, I am permitting everything. Permit 0000 / 0 less than or equal to 32. Now I go to router BGP process. For this neighbor 14111, I am assigning a prefix list. The prefix list is net50, and again I'm applying this inbound. Now again a software configuration using clear IP BGP anything soft. Now if I check my IP BGP table, I achieve the same goal. So if I go to router 1 again, I can see that router 1 is advertising net 50, but router 4 is receiving that and filtering that. Again, router 4 is processing the route. But what I am going to do is to tell router 1 not to send me that route. I need to enable a capability. You can see that I have assigned this prefix list to router 1. Now I'm asking router 1 14.1.1.1 to have a capability that is called Outbound Route Filtering. And Outbound Route Filtering only uses prefix lists, so this is the only way that I can filter. And this prefix list can be sent, can be received, or can be applied in both directions. I'm using both directions. Now the other side should accept the same thing. So I go to router 1, go to configuration mode, go to router BGP process, and apply the same command for its neighbor. Okay, now you can see that we had recreated the neighborship, but if this is not done, you need to clear IP BGP anything, but this time you do not use software configuration. You are going to have this in a hard way. So again, every neighborship is going to be cleared and recreated. Now let's go to router 4. I want to show IP BGP neighbor 14.1.1.1, and let's see what we have here. What I am going to do is to check my IPv4 address family. That's the address family IPv4. Now you can see that there is a session for router 1, and if I go down, I can find something interesting. It says outbound route filtering is used in a prefix list. The prefix list name is net50, and it is sent and received. Everything is working. So I have sent it, net50, to router 1. Router 1 has not sent me anything, so I haven't received anything. You can see that this is in sent part. Okay, so let's go to router 1 and see if router 1 has received this prefix list. If I check show IP BGP neighbor 14.1.1.4, and after that I need to go to privilege mode so that I can use the help. Show IP BGP neighbor 14.1.1.4, and then we have something like this, received. And after received, we have prefix filter, and that's it. Hit enter. Now you can see that my neighbor 14.1.1.4, I have received a prefix filter from that. Its name doesn't matter, but what matters is here. It asks me not to send it 50-50-50-50, but send it anything else. So if I go to router 4 again and check my IP BGP table, I can see that 50-50-50-50 is not in my BGP table. But actually, if I go to router 1 and show IP BGP neighbor 14.1.1.4, what I am advertising to router 4, you can see that I am not advertising 50-50-50-50 to router 4. So now router 1 is filtering this without applying any filter on itself. Actually, router 1 is receiving the filter from router 4. Router 4 is asking router 1 not to send me those prefixes. I am not interested in receiving them. I'm not going to be the one who needs to process the prefix. So this is the way that we go for route filtering. 3 types of route filterings. 2 types is done on the receiving router using route map and the prefix list. One type is done on the sending router. Actually, we are asking the sending router to do that, and that's called outbound route filtering.